For the SWOT analysis of the Four Seasons Las Vegas, there are a multitude of strengths and weaknesses that characterize the property. One of the first strengths is the brand recognition of the Four Seasons. It's no harm to the Four Seasons Las Vegas as a property that the Four Seasons brand carries such a name in the industry. Because of this, they're able to market towards a different target demographic because the Four Seasons does have somewhat of a cult following, but then also hit the market of people who are just looking to come and visit Las Vegas and want the opportunity to stay at a luxury resort. Another strength of the property is its location. It shares its location with Mandalay Bay and is actually the rooms are located in the tower at Mandalay Bay, and it has its own lobby and restaurant, event space, pool, etc. And because of this location, not only does it share a premium with a hallmark of the Las Vegas Strip, but also it's really close to Allegiant Stadium. It's really close to a lot of other attractions on the Strip, and you get the benefit of having access to a larger resort while being at a smaller sized resort. Another strength are the room rates. Because of the price point, they're able to carry their branding throughout the property. What I mean by this is that, as I just talked about with brand recognition, there are people who are willing to come and pay the amount of money that it costs to stay at the Four Seasons. It's a bit more expensive, and so that weeds out the casual travelers and instead reinforces the target demographic of the Four Seasons. And while some may view that as a weakness, for this specific property, that is a strength. Because the people who are going to be staying at the Four Seasons Las Vegas don't want the casual traveler. And then its size is also a strength. So this is not only the size of the property, which I touched on a little bit when I was mentioning the property location, but I also mean like the size of the rooms. They're some of the largest hotel rooms in the city of Las Vegas, which is a really, really great thing that the property can market. They range, I think the average is 800 square feet to over 1,000 square feet for some of these rooms and suites, and so they're really well done. It's a smaller property, so it's a much more intimate feel, but you also have access, as I've already said, to Mandalay Bay. Weaknesses, though, renovations are ongoing, and this means that there's reduced capacity, nuisance to guests. It's temporary, but it's never fun while it's happening. However, in the long run, this will ultimately become a strength. But for now, because the property is somewhat of a construction zone, it is a weakness. The number of rooms that they have, this may be a little bit contradictory to what I spoke to the size of the resort as a strength. However, because the rooms are so large and because it is a smaller property, there aren't as many rooms. And so this on its own may not be a particular weakness, but when you pair that with potential for expansion, it does become a weakness, because if they did ever find that they're consistently at capacity, which based off of my understanding and through examining the property throughout this course, they often are, there is not an easy option for expansion because it is in the tower at Mandalay Bay. It occupies some of the top floors of that tower, and so there's not really anywhere for them to go. in terms of expansion, meaning that the number of rooms that they have and the potential for them to expand that is a weakness. They're a bit bottlenecked.